Our next guest is one of the most prolific and successful suspense authors of our time. Harlan Coben has published more than 30 novels and has over 80 million books in print worldwide. And now he's out with a new one. It's called Think Twice, about a man presumed dead who is then suddenly wanted for murder. The novel is the latest in his beloved Myron Bolitar series, and Harlan Coben joins us now to tell us more. Harlan, welcome back.
Nice to see everybody.
Love the glasses. The shades match the color.
Always.
Thanks.
Working.
Always fire.
Well, you know, when you're on this show, you got to keep up with me.
Oh,
I
stop.
got to keep up with you.
Oh, my gosh.
Look,
Oh, my God.
Look at this looks.
I've already got some notes on Instagram about how I need to retire the tie. So we'll see if people like your tie. Very
right.
colorful. You know, the glasses are disarming because I was a little worried meeting you today because it's like, you're writing this novel from the perspective of a serial killer.
Yeah.
So you had to get into the mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Like, I open up from the serial killer's viewpoint, and I hate serial killer books, I got to be honest. But the idea was, how can I make it modern? How can I make it something I like? And then what happens right away is DNA is found at a murder scene, and they come to Myron and they say, we think we have the killer, but it's a friend of his who died 3 years ago. And Myron gave the eulogy, so how can that be? So hopefully we hook you right away and keep you up all night turning pages, I hope.
Now, this is the return of a popular character. What is it like writing about a character that readers are familiar with? Is it like reuniting with an old friend?
It is. I wrote Think Twice to try to make it like a standalone. So for people who've never read the series, it's a great place to start. Most series that I've fallen in love with, I didn't read the first one first. I also read the first one in 1995.
So you kind of feel like there's a gap there.
I do
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah. And he's a sports agent. He was an ex-pro athlete.
That's right.
So Nate's,
That's right.
He's right in your lane.
No doubt.
You call Myron, this character, your most prized possession. Why is that? And I guess what do you think you're out to tell the reader because they've been following this person for so long?
You know, because I'm writing him a lot, if you watched Fool Me Once on Netflix or one of those other shows, okay, you don't have to picture that person in your head next time you're reading a book of mine.
Right.
I get nervous with Myron that you'll see other people.
Yeah.
And really, these books are also about friendship between these two guys, Myron and Wynn, the two lead characters. At the end of this book, first of all, I guarantee no one's going to figure out who did it. I guarantee, this is my guarantee.
I guarantee.
No one will figure out who the killer is and think twice. But more than that, I want you to shed a little bit of a tear. I want you to be emotionally moved. If I don't stir your heart at the end of this one, I didn't do my job.
Wow. Well, all right. So you've got a nice little business here. You write a book and then you make it into a TV or streaming.
Nice little business.
Nice little 80 million books in print thing you got going on. I think it's going okay. Do you see this also becoming television?
Yeah. I mean, I never think that way while I'm writing it, but I like to make a lot of changes. The one we just had on right now is Fool Me Once on Netflix. The next one is going to be a book called Missing You, which will be on Netflix. So I don't plan it, but yeah, there's plans to make Myron into a TV series on that.
What do you like about making that jump from the page to the screen?
And what worries you about it? Yeah.
Well, first of all, just how there's nothing more wonderful. You go on a set, right, and you see all these wonderful actors and actresses and cast and crew putting it together, and I always start to well up and think, I had this little idea in my house in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And
cool,
now,
man.
And it's going to be in 200 million households, and
amazing.
over 100 million households
Coming to life.
watched Fool Me Once. If that doesn't get you jazzed.
It really does.
If I could ask about your daughter, Charlotte, because she's sort of following in your footsteps in
Yes.
some ways. What has that been like as we're approaching? I know we're just finished Mother's Day, but Father's Day is coming up, to have a child that is doing something that you clearly inspired them to do and having success at that.
I tell you, the moment her show was on Tubi called Dead Hot, the moment I heard that it was going to be aired, it sounds really corny, but I ran upstairs to tell my wife. And I come in the room, she goes, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" I go, "What do you mean, what's wrong?" "Well, you're crying." I'm like, "Because you're here."
It's not corny at all,
There's
brother.
nothing like that with your kids. So the moment that she had that kind of success where she has her own show,
Yeah.
that's nothing better for a parent.
I
There's
love
nothing
it.
better.
Well done.
Thank
well
you
done
so
on many
much.
fronts. Harlan Coben, thank you very much.
Thanks.
The new book is called Think Twice. He guarantees you will not pick the killer. You will not find out to the very end. You want to pick it up, you buy it wherever you like to buy your books. Harlan, thank you again